Hello, John. Can you hear me, John?
Mike, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, barely, but let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. So no one else is on yet?
No, I think this is going to be a wash. I mean, Bob said he couldn't make it. Of course, Terry and Mr. Lawrence don't do Zoom, refuse to do Zoom. Ray,
Yeah, which is a little bit kind of narrow-minded, but that's just me.
I know. I just everybody's got their own thing. And then Margaret had a meeting at 6. She was hoping to be able to get on at some point. And I haven't heard from John. And Dick has had a tough recovery with his surgery. He's hurting kind of bad.
Did they try it again? Because I know that they tried and then they stopped it before because of a heart issue.
No, he had surgery like just almost coming up on 2 weeks ago, and he had a lot of complications, unfortunately, I think. So he's feeling
because
better.
I know when
Yeah.
Go ahead. Well, when I spoke to him last time, he was in and they were just about to put him out under anesthesia, and they noticed a heart. I don't know what it was exactly, but it was it triggered them to pull the plug on the operation. So that was corrected, and he did since have the operation.
Yeah, he had it, like I said, about within the last 2 weeks.
And complications have because of the surgery or post the surgery or what?
He had, I guess, I know this is being recorded. I don't want to say too much, but he just.
No, then never mind. It's just small talk. That's all.
Yeah, I know it was complications. He could probably tell you, just not, he's.
No, I'll give him a call. It's not important. No, I'll call.
Just.
All right. Other than that, I'm sorry. I was hoping to be home, but this is at least I'm on.
Well, I'll give it a couple more minutes, but I mean, it's already 10 after, and basically we had to have you, Margaret, and John Rettenmeyer and myself at least to be able to move forward with the meeting. I don't think that's going to happen. So. Yeah.
Well, what's a quorum? 4 or 5?
I thought it was 4.
Used to be 4, so I was wondering what changed. All right.
It used to be 5, you think, or? I mean,
no, I thought it was always 4, and you brought up 5, and I was wondering if it had changed. That's all.
No, it'd be 4. It'd be you, me, John, and Margaret would be the 4.
Okay. Well, what are your Thanksgiving plans?
Gonna have some few family over. The unfortunate part of it is that, I have one, my grandson is not vaccinated and he's, I'm not sure he's gonna get vaccinated, so or he's not gonna, we're not, probably not gonna have him and my daughter
Yeah.
over at this point, unfortunately, but, have some other family over, it'll be nice. I mean, it's, we're still a little hesitant with everything that's going on. It's still kind of crazy, but
Well, we were going to have my brother down from Massachusetts and my nieces, and then my wife, unfortunately, was exposed to someone at WPI Day that had COVID. So, we won't know what her status is until Monday. Now we've been vaccinated, so hopefully it's, they call it vaccinated, but this damn vaccination is just a flu shot. Ends up being. It doesn't protect us from
Right.
ever getting it. It just lessens the effect of it,
right.
which is essentially a flu shot, right?
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, the thing is, what, the statistics are, you're 10 times more chance of catching it. You're 14 times less chance of, or not.
No, I completely concur. And I agree with the fact that you should get the shot, but I don't know if you look up the definition of vaccination, it's not a vaccination. A vaccination prevents you from ever getting it. This doesn't prevent you from ever getting it. It just lessens the effects.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
Yes. Well, then look up the definition of vaccination. You'll see exactly. Yeah.
Well, it's like the measles, the polio, and all those
Right.
other things,
So this isn't a vaccination by the true definition. It's become a political buzzword. That's all.
Yeah, well, it's just unfortunate that we are where we are. I mean, I know a lot of people we have family members that we know of besides my grandson that haven't, more, not right immediate family, but that have not gotten vaccinated, for some of them for religious reasons, and so
I don't know what religious reason would ban you from being vaccinated. I don't know that much about them.
I don't know. I think it's just they don't want to get vaccinated, and their pastor gave them
A pass.
Yeah. So I don't know.
That's got nothing to do with some of the scripture that I've read about vaccine. I mean, it's a moot point, but nonetheless, that again, it's just it's something to have the ability to say no.
No, there's so many different crazy things that people say about it, or I mean, just I don't know. And after a while, it just kind of shakes your head.
If you get caught up in the sound bites, Mike, it drives you nuts. And all day long, I drive because I'm still a salesman, and you're listening to the different stages on. I listen to not only the conservatives, but I listen to a lot of NPR, and you feel like a ping pong ball sometimes in terms of the back and forth, but at least it gives you a full perspective of what the country's talking about, and we're pretty polarized still.
Yeah, it's I think somebody I was talking to somebody the other day, and I think we're I'm not sure how much longer our democracy is going to be in place the way things are going.
There's a lot of people that are predicting if the erosion continues, is that something that's been strategically planned by a certain political party, or is it just the way that we've evolved? I'd hate to think the latter.
Well, I'm not. I don't believe everybody. The whole population, whether you're Democrat or Republican, are sheep. I just think that some people's beliefs have been let out of the bag more visibly, and it's created more of a gap. I have a lot of friends that good friends, but in the last few years, they've just come out of the closet, so to speak, with how they think about things that just shocked me. Whether it's some of the prejudice but I don't know. I thought I knew these people, and all of a sudden the way they talk, I'm like, who is this?
Well, and you know what's fanned that particular fire?
No.
This, just some what do you call all the media that people can log into? All the Facebook and those open access. What do you call that? There's a name for it. Social media has flamed those fires to the point where anybody can hide behind their computer screen and say a lot of things they wouldn't typically say in public. Yeah. And added to what you say, I don't think it's helped us at all. I mean, I guess freedom of speech is alive and well on social media, but maybe too much speech is damning as not any speech at all. Do you know what I mean?
No, I know. I mean, I think is that the thing that's made this country wonderful is that people can say what they want, and unlike
No, and I completely concur. That's why I'm never going to say anything about freedom of speech. I'm just saying that I'm wondering if it's too much of a good thing on social media and things. That's all.
Well, I mean, it's the struggle they're having right now is whether to clamp down on things, and how do you do that without stepping on people's First Amendment rights and all that jazz? It's a mess.
Well, it's a bed we've unfortunately made for ourselves, and where I don't think they've ever tried to legislate. I think they're trying to now, but it's a little bit late. Trying to legislate laws with regard to Google and Facebook is, the chickens are already out of the hen house as far as I'm concerned. It's how are you going to reel it all in now?
I know. I know.
And I think particularly Facebook and maybe Twitter, they seem to have the ability to censor what they think. And I don't know if it's necessarily fair, but it is their platform. So I guess, from that context, they can do anything they want, right?
Yeah,
it contradicts the whole notion of free speech is my point.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I think they're struggling with where that line is, because wherever they draw it, there's always going to be somebody on the other side of it that isn't happy. So.
Yeah, but again, if there were clear-cut rules at the start, I think it may have made things a little bit easier. And who really would have thought 20 years ago where we'd be today with regard to the social media platforms that people are on? And I choose to be on none of them. Now, you can call me a dinosaur if you like, but my life is my own, and my privacy is very dear to me, and I tend to want to keep it that way. If that makes any sense to you.
No, I mean, I was on LinkedIn, but I never really put too much in it that people could really, other than my job stuff. So.
Well, no, I'm on LinkedIn strictly for job, just for the job. But that's it in terms of my participation in anything. And my private world and my private life is my own.
Yeah, and I have a Facebook account, but if you go on there, you won't see very much that I've ever posted in all the years I've been on there. I don't post what I just had for breakfast or what I'm doing right now or what the color of my,
it's mind-boggling that people have so much free time. And if you look at the statistics as to how much people spend on their social media accounts, it's years off their lives if you add up all the time. And I really I haven't got time to do what I've got to get done, let alone sit in front of a computer screen for 2 or 3 hours a day and play.
The only thing I will say that I found it to be positive, it's you're able to connect with some people that you probably would not have connected with, at least, so keep in touch with people. So not that I don't, there's people I keep in touch obviously with conventional ways, but there's some people that I would have never kept in touch with or not know what's going on, had they not been on it. But yeah, you're right. It's just I don't know where it's going, but it's,
well, no, I guess that's a positive aspect but I've never really thought about searching out any people from the past either. So
right, yeah, I know. I'm still running from a bunch of them.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, sometimes the past is better left in the past. And I don't know if I've ever shared with you, but I went to one high school reunion, my 10-year reunion. And I grew up in a nice town just outside of Boston. Winchester's a beautiful community. And I went to the 10-year reunion, and I was so disenchanted with what I saw. A lot of people had done okay, and a lot of people had done well. There were a number of folks that already had passed, violent accidents or whatever. There were a lot of people that you would have thought would have been superstars that went completely 180 after school. Mm-hmm. And I left telling my wife at the time that, honey, it's my same wife. I said, I'm never going to a reunion again. I want to keep the memories I have of all these kids and these friends that I had in high school the way they were. And I don't want to have the ravages of time present themselves at the 20-year reunion, because I don't know what the hell they'll be at that point. And it's interesting because I went to Mary's, what the hell was it? 45th reunion a couple of years ago at the golf course over in Willimantic, Willimantic Country Club.
Yep.
And it was very interesting and completely opposite to what mine was, at the 10-year. Let's just say a lot of ladies looked like they had a lot of plastic surgery because they didn't look their ages.
Yeah.
And, it was a much different, it was a much more low key affair. We had ours at a big
Lost you, John.
ballroom in Boston. This was at a little country club. And I actually, if that makes any sense at all to you.
Yeah, no,
more than my 10, if that makes any sense.
I understand that. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some of the stuff that they started a Facebook page for, like my class and a bunch of people, and some of the stuff that some people have. It's kind of interesting. The ones that were kind of like the outgoing ones and things aren't really on it, but the ones that were the kind of shy and reserved are the ones that are always on there trying to relive their high school years.
I don't know if I'd ever want to relive my high school years. I mean, they were great during my high school years, but that's the past.
Exactly.
They were great memories, and I've been building a lot of good memories since, and I'm, God willing, going to build a lot more. But I'm just anxious to get through this pandemic once and for all, to the point where you're not always second guessing what you want to do. You're just going for a ride. Who should we wear a mask? And it's getting old. It is getting old.
Yep. Oh my God, is it ever? Well, I'm in charge of a bowling league, and we didn't bowl last year, and we put off beginning bowling this year. And then I did another survey, and everybody wanted to start bowling, and so we're gonna actually, our first night's gonna be tomorrow night, and I'm gonna be wearing a mask. My wife are, even though we're boosterized, but we're rather apprehensive about it. But
are they lifting the requirements in the booster, from what I understand, the next day or so? So anybody can get it?
Don't know. I mean,
Yeah, from what I heard, they're gonna lift it, and anybody will be available in the next couple of days.
Oh, that's good.
Well, yeah, I think, and once again, I'll probably get it just to, I don't know, whatever it is. I don't want to. Well, I'm getting my mail and pulling in the house. Should I log into my computer, or are we gonna call this?
I'm calling it. I mean, it's 23 after, and if somebody thought it was 7:30 for some reason, do you think they'd be logging on now? So I don't think it's going to happen. Other than we've had a nice conversation, and
No, I think we gave it an appropriate time span to wait, right?
Yeah. But I wish you and yours a happy Thanksgiving there, and like you were saying, I hope this thing kind of moves off, because it is getting real old, for sure.
Well, back at you, okay?
Hey, take care.
All right. You too, Mike. To you, happy Thanksgiving to you and yours.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
John, are you there?
I gotta figure out this dome light. 'Cause it won't work, but I got it to work today earlier, and I just don't know what it is. So. This is right here.
And manual.
Let me just unload the two things I don't unload.
It more than once, whether you are vaccinated or unvaccinated. How do I get rid of this?
Finding it dries really nicely. You ready?
I'm ready. Hello. You remember that real estate agent that sold the house, the land from mom and dad?
No. No, why?
Because that guy's truck's been up there, and I'm just.
Ooh. Up there, wow. Up there a couple
That's
nights
what
now.
I'm worried about. I thought it was Keith or Kevin or maybe if I search for.
That's a much heavier.
Good or bad?
Well, no, that's a real work truck. It's a real bulldozer truck. Served us very well, right? Well, he's busy and he can't get parts, so what he's got is he's got a bunch of trucks that are in,
Stuff.
take them apart only so far because he's got to be able to move them. And
Yeah.
kill them. Two-wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
Easy, a lot easier than that one, correct?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a problem with the other one, but this is much more car-like.
A little bit lower. It was a dream, and really getting almost 17 miles a gallon on the highway. $91 to fill it up today. I could just almost see Scott Sloan cringing now.
Paid for gas.
Yep. Because so I can see that coming up in the next.
Yeah, back
couple
to
of
the
months, back to the-
$600.
No, well, no, they're not even giving us the full stipend yet. It's now 3/4.
Oh,
But what you're going to get in the next couple of months is they're going to change the policy. You're going to go back to a mileage allowance because the gas is too much.
after all the guys who bought trucks.
Uh-huh. It's nice and tight. Brakes are great.
Good with the kayak in the back of it.
Great with a kayak. You and Lizzie driving it? Get much better than that
Supposed to get up to 60 sometime this week.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Knock off tomorrow afternoon. We can go for kayak ride.
that would be awesome.
It's either that or shop wood. So
That sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
it does. Plow's going to probably come in somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000. And I said, yeah, Al, if you keep it closer to 3, I'd really appreciate it.
Your wife got laid off.
Right.
Talking with Alicia today. She's the VP in talent. She told me that Olga came over to see her.
You mean this is after I left?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll come over to see her and what?
And was talking to her, and so Olga definitely did stuff to set me up.
You think?
No, I don't think I know, but
That's,
because
why would she do that?
well, Alicia could also be lying to me because I don't trust Alicia, so I'm very careful with what I
Yeah.
say to her. But she said that that Olga came over to see her and was talking to her about what her options could be. And when she saw that that Alicia said something about she wished that it could have been different, that like it could have taken some time for me to be able to transfer, information over to other people and stuff like that. Olga said that never would have worked. So I don't know what.
What?
I don't know what the deal is. So anyway, Olga also sent me a message saying, asking me if I got home safely, and I didn't answer. So, what's I gonna say?
Well, could she have said that never would have worked because Mike wouldn't allow it to happen?
Well, she could have, but I don't know, because you never know what Olga's talking about because her English sucks.
You never know how
So
to trust Alicia either.
no,
So.
I don't. So, but Alicia did. She say that Olga told her that there was a job at Wellesley that she was interested in, and asked Alicia what she thought about it. And Alicia told her, "Well, that's a sure thing. I'd take it. I'd apply for it if I were you." The other thing's not. That would be really freaking funny.
He'd have nobody.
That
What the fuck would he
Really
do? What would he do?
funny. Hire people. It's not easy to find good people who own lots of shit.
I know, but you can't just. That's a 6-month process at least, isn't it? You can't shut a department like that down at a major university for 6 months. Can you?
Sweet, that's for sure. Into the spot that the silver vacated.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't think there's any more nuts falling.
That's too close for you to get out, isn't it?
It's fine. Just a little bit left. Perfect. Get your phone.
Do I have to shut the lights off or will they go off?
Automatically.
Want me to cup it?
Yeah, and then I gotta get the cooler behind you. So do you like it? Fancy license plate cover there too.
Fancy license plate covers.
Yeah, if you look at the front and back. They look nice and clear.
$10.
I always like the way they look up there. They look nice and
You like kind of fancy, though. You gotta watch it.
Before you want to,
Oh.
before you want to. It's 8:30. That's why I left the window. Didn't have a foreshadowing that things were going to change quickly. Oh, touch roll. That guy, you know. What sure thing means she's going to get a promotion.
Well, it hasn't been given to them yet.
Oh, well, I thought that was a given. If that doesn't happen, honey, you've got a lawsuit.
No, actually, I got another lawsuit.
Why?
Well, actually, yeah, that's true.
It doesn't happen. Eight o'clock.
Hey, there's no Klondike bars in here. You're just supposed to come and find them.
That's your Pavlovian response.
Uh-huh. What if we ate our leftover soup before it's so good?
For Tommy sandwich to do,
Okay.
This one is going to be good.
No, you said that already.
Yeah, I just was talking about it, but
That's good.
blackfish is great. So that'll be chow tomorrow night.
Yeah. Tomorrow I will cook. And else to. Walk.
We haven't told anybody yet, right?
No.
Okay, so that'll be up to you. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah, I didn't even tell Lizzie when I spoke with her. Oh, I have an interview tomorrow. I have to do that.
You have an interview?
Yeah, with the Washington Center.
Oh, that's good news.
Yeah.
Pastrami?
Well, it's with the headhunter. Yeah, I got the pastrami ready. We could, we could book our European cruise too, because they're offering free airfare again.
Go for it. Roll warmed up a little bit. Be enough for a good cup each, right?
Larry Kristoff. Hi, Larry, period. Mary Calarisi from Ashford, period. I know this is a little bit strange, comma, but I noticed that your uncle's van has been over in the woods for a few days. And I just want to make sure that we shouldn't be looking for him. Period. Hope all is well. Period. Best wishes for happy holidays, comma, New Line Mary. That's my good Samaritan deed for the day. So I lied down on the bed today.
Why am I always losing? Lie down in the bed today.
I couldn't sleep, but I lied there and I realized that the pain in my chest was gone. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm not, my head isn't racing. I'm not like, oh my God, what do I have to be doing? What am I gonna be in trouble because it's not done? Where do I, la, 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 la. I was just like, oh my God,
Nice feeling, huh?
it's quiet. My heart is quiet, my head is quiet.
What's it waiting golden?
It was, I mean, it was noticeable. It was like, oh my God. I do know what this means, though. I'm gonna have to clean the bedroom.
Should be on your short list.
And then probably the rest of the house. Won't be long before I get myself a job. I never in my wildest dreams expected to be fired.
That's the biggest thing I'm concerned about. And look, the ones you got for some, so they're-
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I don't think we have to be worried about it. It was shocking, but I'm not upset anymore. I was angry. All I was angry.
Well, you were angry because you'd never had the experience of it.
Well, I was angry because I don't deserve it.
Well, and you don't deserve it, but you've
Yeah.
never had that experience. I was talked to once at Fort Mifflin, you know, after my first semester there of co-op program, and the director of HR, Becky Crane, said to me, "You don't fit here." And I said, "Becky, I'm working hard. I'm doing everything you asked." She said, "Oh, no, I have no complaints with that. It's just that you don't fit here." You know, I'm saying, yeah, I'm in my nice looking suits. I'm a big scrapping athlete. And I'm with a bunch of HR.
Yeah,
And I guess she was right. I probably didn't fit there. Right?
Yeah, no.
She said, "You almost feel, it's almost like you're caged."
yeah. No, that wasn't your career path.
No. No. Then I went and spoke with my buddy Barry Coughlin, who was a jet pilot during the Bay of Pigs.
Oh, gosh.
He was a cool guy, and I ran it by him. That's what, yeah, I know. This might be out of protocol, I just, you know, Becky shared that with me, and he said to me, "Well, how do you feel about it?" I said, "Off the record, I don't fit here." He says,